Hello and welcome to Eat Travel Fun. This is Mansi Oza. Today we are going to learn slow shutter photography. DSLR कैमरा में तीन फीचर्स इंपॉर्टेंट है, जिसमें सबसे पहले आता है एपर्चर which decides the clarity of the picture. Then second is shutter speed, at what speed you will be going to click the pictures, and the third is ISO. ISO is basically sensitivity of the lens. ISO आप ऐसा समझो कि एपर्चर और शटर स्पीड का बैलेंस है. You have to find perfect setting with these three features to ensure that the picture is clear. So in slow shutter photography, you are going to focus on your shutter speed. You will ensure that your shutter speed is slower so that the camera lens is open for a longer duration to capture the moment. Majority of the time, slow shutter speed function is used during the night photography. Because at night you do not have enough sunlight to give light to the picture. Slow shutter speed photography street photography में सबसे बेहतर जानी जाती है. I have had a lot of chance to create various kind of night photography using the slow shutter speed feature. The best one which I like is light trail photography. Here are some of my favorite light trail photography pictures I've clicked. Apart from light trails and the street photography, another best use of slow shutter photography is when you are capturing the waterfall or a movement of river. If you reduce the shutter speed of your camera, the water falling from the rock will have a smoother texture. What I'm going to do is that I'm going to create some dramatic self-portrait pictures using the slow shutter speed feature. If you have a decent enough light with the softbox, then you can use those lights, but I do not have lights with me, so I'm going to use household things to create light for my portrait pictures. If you have a DSLR camera like me, then you will have these three features which are there. So now I'm going to switch on my camera. I'm right now on the aperture control feature. In this feature, you can set your aperture fixed and you can fix your ISO, and based on the light, your camera will decide the shutter speed. Similarly, in shutter speed feature, we will decide what shutter speed we want and the ISO we want, and the aperture will be decided by the camera. Now, if you want to control all these three elements, then you will have to go to manual mode. In manual exposure, you have control over your shutter speed, your aperture, and also your ISO. Now, when you're taking pictures in the dark, it is always difficult to find focus, because if you are on autofocus, the camera will look for something in the dark. If you don't have enough light on your face, then camera will not focus. In such, you have to go to your manual focus and you have to set your focus right, and then you can click a picture. This is a very tricky, because in manual focus you have to find the exact focus point and then you set it, and then you do not touch your camera, otherwise the focus will go. So now let's set up our room to create some dramatic pictures. So my setup is ready. I'm standing against this grey background, which if I edit the photo can look little blackish. Now we will click some dramatic pictures using this feature. I don't have external light. I am using my camera's flash. Now the problem with flash is that if you use flash directly, it is very harsh. To control the flashlight or the power of flashlight, what I've created here is I've created softbox, homemade softbox. Now the thing is that I am not supposed to use this paper. It is supposed to be a white paper, so that the light can get reflected out of this. But since I didn't had anything and I had this white gift wrapper, what I've done is that I've attached that to this box. I've also made the walls of this box white, so that it can get reflected in the box and then can give a nice soft flashlight to it. So what I'm doing is that I'm just attaching this to my flashlight. Yeah, my softbox is ready. So this is how I'm using it. Let me show you these two pictures to see how this this homemade softbox reduce the flash power. Yeah, my flash is on. These were my settings for some time. So now let me take a picture. Yeah. So this is the power of flash. You can see the white. You can see the white space here. That's the flash power. Now let me put my Jugaadu softbox and show you the example. Here it is. Yeah, picture is on. So this is the second picture. You can see how the first picture the flash has too much of power. You can see the whole center lit. Here that same thing is mellowed down. Now because I'm using gift paper which is quite thick, this is mellowed down a lot. But if you use a thin white paper, then you will have little better effect. So this is what effect I'm getting. This is how you can reduce the power of flash on your camera. Apart from flashlight, you can also use flashlight to, like, you know, put light on the face. Now apparently the battery is down on this flashlight, so I had to use this one. Otherwise my first preference is this flashlight. So here I can switch on and off on the object where I want to do the focus, and then I can switch it off. This is better to use if you have someone who can control the flashlight, because if you are posing, then you will not be able to put light on yourself and be still in the picture. So yeah, if you're using this, then you need help of someone else as well. Dramatic portraits are never over without having the effect of black and white pictures. That's it for today, guys. If you like this video, give me a big thumbs up. Let me know in the comment section how you like the video and if you want me to cover any such photography topics in my series. And before you leave, subscribe for your weekly dose of Eat Travel Fun.